Welcome to our first edition using the StreamYard of the series How to Become a Great Business Manager, How to Become a Great CEO. My name is Kato Mukasa, a professional economist, but also a lawyer specialized in international commercial law who has been practicing exactly that business, entrepreneurship, and NGO management for the last 15 and more years. Today, we are going to be talking about the art of becoming a great CEO. I'm going to be sharing with you what makes businesses fail and what makes businesses succeed. Now, some businesses succeed and others fail because of leadership. It boils down to leadership. Great companies in the world have great personalities behind them, have great CEOs behind them, great team leaders, great managers behind these companies. Talk about people like Warren Buffett. If you're looking for the top 20 CEOs in the world, Warren Buffett, Satya Nadella, Mark Zuckerberg, Jensen Huang, Chuck Robbins, Noah Quinn, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Tim Cook, and many others. Now, these are top managers of companies, of businesses that have been succeeding. Look at Warren Buffett and how many years he has been at the top of the game. Now, these guys have specific qualities that make them better business managers, better business leaders, better team players. Now, they have things that many other people who fail don't have. There are very unique skills top CEOs have in the world. I mentioned them. I mentioned Satya Nadella. I mentioned Jensen Huang. I mentioned Jeff Bezos. I mentioned Noel Quinn, Chuck Robbins, Mark Zuckerberg, Tim Cook, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Dangote in Africa. Now, these guys have special skills and abilities that make them tick. I'm going to be sharing with some of these abilities. For example, the ability to stay positive and be optimistic. If you're a leader and you're going to be negative about what you do, you lack the passion of what you do, you are going to fail. These leaders, top CEO, have a vision and they remain consistent to it and they remain passionate to it. They have the ability to work away from trouble. They can quit trouble. Look at Elon Musk. The way sometimes jokes wants to fight Mark and all that, they can create trouble, but it's for fun. It's for creating attention to themselves and to attract attention to their businesses. I'm in the UK, and many of the TVs here keep on showing Elon Musk. He has programs on several channels. There is a way he markets himself, and it keeps you attracted to watching him, but also go do business with him. Now, these are qualities of these leaders. The ability to work away from trouble, but also cause trouble that benefits them. Look at other qualities of these leaders. For example, the ability to sell and negotiate. These are great marketeers. These are great negotiators. The art of negotiation says, for example, that you don't need to offer the first price. You don't need to make the first offer. Let the person who's going to give you a service make an offer, for example. Now, these guys have these techniques implanted in their brains. And you don't need to have gone to the best schools to be a top business manager, because none of these schools actually teach these skills. These skills are learned by smart people. Now, the ability to remain consistent is so important for a top CEO. They are consistent year in, year out. The ability to self-analyze, meditate, reflect on issues that affect them are skills these guys have. They have the ability to understand what others feel, read people's mind. They can look at you and read your mind. If you're a CEO, you enter your company's offices in the morning, you look at workers, you look at staff. If you have an analytical eye, you'll be able to understand that there is a problem here. People are happy, people are annoyed with me. The ability to read people's psyche is important for a top manager. When I was working for the NGOs where I was leading, I would always greet my members of the team every morning, including the janitors. Walk in, greet them, find out how they are. If there's a problem at home, ask them. Try to be friendly, including the askari, the security guys. Be friendly. This is what makes a top CEO. The ability to make smart decisions based on facts, based on evidence, not emotions. Now, this is very important. The decisions we make as managers of businesses must be based on evidence, not emotions. They must be based on facts. If your CEO is going to be making decisions under emotions, you are going to fail. Making hasty decisions without having the evidence, without having the facts, you are going to fall victim of fraud, and your company will be bankrupt so soon. So you must develop the ability to make sound decisions, but based on facts, quick decisions. You must avoid to delay, drag your feet, procrastination. You drag your feet and money goes away. Make quick decisions, but accurate decisions, which means you're going to have a mastermind. You're going to have a team you can consult. You build your company with this team. Make smart decisions, fast decisions, but accurate decisions based on facts, not emotions. If you're going to base your decisions in a company because you are having an affair with your secretary or treasurer or whatever it is, these are going to be wrong decisions. You are going to end up dismissing employees simply because your lover is telling you to do so. So you must learn to distinguish between family relationships and your business. These are completely different. Now, top managers know exactly how to demarcate, how to set boundaries between family and business, between home and work. Most importantly, they know how to use time. Time management is so important for anyone who wants to succeed as a CEO, as a team leader, because team means together, each one of us makes it. Time management, but also being a team player is so important. Now, an effective business leader must also be able to adopt, improvise, and learn from others, including learning from your juniors. Just imagine that you have people who are below you, the juniors, but they may be more knowledgeable than you in some areas. Why don't you consult them and respect their opinions as long as they are logical, they are verifiable, they have empirical evidence? Don't say, I cannot listen to a dropout. I cannot listen to a truck driver. A truck driver may be knowing more about sales than yourself. So you must be able to listen, to learn from these people, and be able to use this knowledge and take it to these people. Now, the other important thing you are going to be able to put in practice is your ability to break a big task into small steps, small tasks. You are going to be handling, say, a big marketing campaign. You want to increase your sales. You want to increase your visibility. You want to attract more clients. I used to work in a law firm, for example. But now, you may have a very big task you have set for yourself in that year. You want to get 20 clients in that year. And then in each month, it's a big task, 100 clients maybe in a year. So, but if you have a big task, a good manager must have the ability to break down these tasks. A big task, break it down into processes, into steps that makes it easier to achieve. If I want to get 20 clients in a month, at least I should be able to make 4 clients in a week on average. So you make it in a small, achievable task. Create steps that are achievable and realistic. So a top CEO is going to be realistic to the dot. Now, the other thing which is so important for a CEO is the ability to read and be informed. You must be informed. Learn how to learn. That's the principle. I'm an author of Think for Yourself and Do Good Better. You'll be seeing photos of my book on the screen very coming soon here. But in my book, I talk about why you need to learn how to learn. Because if you don't learn how to learn, you'll be in trouble. Learn how to learn to unlearn what you learned that is wrong today. Because things keep on changing. Be able to adopt, be able to improvise, be able to change as the situation changes. Don't be static. Don't be so rigid, so old-fashioned. There are things we need to change so that because the situation has changed. Now, there's also importance that you must keep in check if you're going to be an effective business manager, business leader, team leader. You're going to be able to read, understand, and memorize stuff. You're not going to be addressing people when you are reading notes. I mean, you have to be that kind of confidence. You read, understand, memorize, be able to person. You must be a very effective communicator. Team leaders effectively do communicate because your work is to talk and talk and talk. When I was a board member of Humans International, I'm currently a board member of Mind here in Newcastle, but our role is to talk with employees. The other day, we are meeting our staff in Newcastle here, and my work was to talk, interview the workers, know what they want, because this is how we get things done as CEOs, as managers, as supervisors. The ability to make things move in a company. Now, these are very important qualities for every single successful CEO, for every business that will last a lifetime. There is a reason why some businesses have stayed for 200 years. My bank in the UK is Lloyds Bank. But if you look at Lloyds Bank, you are going to realize that actually this bank has been in existence for over 200 years. Started by people, about 4 of them, so many years ago. The company, the bank, still lives. Why? There is a formula in place that the owners of this bank, which keeps my little monies here in the UK, these guys have a formula. They are smart. To keep a bank running for 200 years, you must be damn smart. You must have systems. They must have the top brain CEOs who think, not because they went to the best schools, but because they use their brains to think. Now, these are very important things you must learn. You must be able to speak in front of large audiences and convince them. You must be able to understand situations, read situations. You must be able to manage time. Time management is so important. Be a team player. Remember, team means together, each one of us achieves more. You cannot be selfish and lead a team. When I was in Uganda, I was leading a team. And up to now, I lead the Association of all NGOs of Humanists in Uganda. At one time, I was leading Africa. But now, coordinating with guys in Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi, Nigeria, Ghana was my task. I once led the umbrella for Africa, but I know how tough it was to be a CEO, to be a manager for a continent, and I've been there. So I talk out of experience that I've been serving in the last 15 years. Now, you must have passion, be passion-driven, love what you do. A manager must be able to love what he does, what she does. Be decisive, avoid dragging your feet where you have to make a decision. For example, someone is boxing another workmate. You box another workmate and you are the top CEO and you say, okay, we shall look at it tomorrow. You make a decision that very day. You have to be considerate at the same time. Be considerate, be empathetic, but show tough love. I may be weak in physical, but I'm tough when I'm making decisions. I'm empathetic. I find out what's wrong with you. how you are faring, whether you have had a good meal. I'm empathetic. I come into your life as a manager, but I have tough love. You cannot come to work late. You cannot fail to do your tasks, and I will not fire you. I will fire you. I'll give you a warning, because a manager must show tough love. Be accountable yourself. If you make mistakes as a top manager, apologize to your team and say, I'm sorry, things have gone wrong. There are many times I do apologize before my team members. Even when you are the CEO, you are the boss, you make mistakes, you're going to say, I'm sorry, things went wrong. Don't ever say, I'm the boss. Never boss around. Everyone knows you are the leader. It's enough. Be humble, be empathetic, be a solution provider rather than being a problem provider. You know, be accountable. You fail, you say, I'm sorry, but mean what you say, I'm sorry, and make good of it. Learn to share both success and failure. When you succeed as a company, throw a party at the end of the year. Give bonuses to your members of staff. Identify a top ranking, top effective employee of the year, and give them a gift. Give them medals. You know, people are led by toys. That was Napoleon. Men are led by toys. You have to praise them. You have to give them bonuses. You have to increase their salaries. Motivate them. When I was reading my master's, I was doing MBA as one of the core course units a few years ago, and the emphasis managers were talking about in those books, MBA class, business administration class, was that you must be able to motivate your staff, top staff, reward them, give them gifts, increase their bonuses, give them cars, give them houses. Once they do something good, motivate them. That's the only way you can keep them. But also be able to know how to find leverage. Make use of people's income. If you're looking for money as a top manager, there's no money. How do I use other people's income to make income and I pay them, to make a profit and pay them? Get connections. Use your leverage. I'm known in Africa. I'm known in Europe. I can use that leverage to find work. So find your niche. Find your leverage. Income, time, resources, all things that can accelerate your business, use them to your advantage. Your age, your expertise, your experience. Success and failure must be shared together. Learn to think without thinking. Learn to think first without thinking. So that thinking, thinking, you have to learn to think without thinking. Solve problems quicker, faster, but effectively, but efficiently. There's no room for failure in a business. You make losses, the company is closing. You know, see the big picture, be decisive, be flexible, be customer or client centric. Client centric. You are client centered. You know, some people are not client centered. You are self centered. Be client centered. Know what your clients want first. But very importantly, learn when to set a vision. Have a long term vision and go for it. And above all, learn when to say no, so that they can be able to detect fraud. Many businesses fail in Africa because managers are not smart. They are victims of fraud. Whatever business comes your way, you can invest. You simply invest in stupid things. You don't know where to invest profits. You don't know where to put your money. You don't know how to calculate return on investment. Consult, get experts. Avoid fraud. So let us make use of our prepared photos that we can now drive this episode home. That is my book, Think for Yourself, Do Good Better. One of my best books out this year. It's on Amazon. You can find it. Simply put in Think for Yourself and Good Better. My name is Kato Mukasa. I'm the author. That book empowers you to think as a business person, to avoid the challenges people normally face and fail in business. The books are available in print. I can always get you copies in print, but also you can get your copy on Amazon. Go and order a copy. Whatever I've talked about is in that book. Please get your copy. Read more about business. You know, sometimes there are opportunities we cannot see. You know, find sense of futility, potential comradeship all around. You know, there are chances all around us. Look at that man in that photo. There are opportunities around him or her. You have to utilize them, find them. Wherever you are in Africa, you are in Europe, you are in the US, the opportunities around you, find them, knock on the door, it will open. Next slide, please. Let us continue moving very fast towards concluding this. Now, Albert Einstein once said that the ship is always safe at the shore, but that is not what it's built for. The ship is always safe at the shore, but that's not what it's built for. Because keeping your car in a garage doesn't serve any purpose. A ship at the shore is safe. So you must learn to take risks, but calculate risks, because a business must do business. A business is going to risk, but how do you risk? Do you have an insurance? Have you done enough research? Do you have a backup plan? Let us move on, And philosophers like Marcus Aurelius say today, I escape anxiety, or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perception, not outside. The ability to control your mind, the way you think, very important. When you look at these books, these philosophers, you are going to learn a lot. You don't know a person until you travel with them. Your money is involved. You deal with them when they are hungry, or you live with them. So this one teaches you how to understand people. Don't assume that because I've seen you in 1 week, we know each other. You don't know me. Work with people, meet them, know them. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. Some people want to be perfect. You can't be perfect. Continue improving each day. Next slide. Continue improving each day, and you have to believe in yourself, You have all these tasks going for you. When you look at that, there are tasks going for you. You keep on moving from one task. Other people are going to fall off the way. Others are going to sit. But life is a journey. Business is a journey. It's a process. Keep on moving until you reach at the very top. Howard Zinn says that give people what they need. As a business, you must always be providing a need: food, medicine, clean air, pure water, trees and grass, pleasant homes to live in, some hours of work, more hours of leisure. Don't ask who deserves it. Every human being deserves it. A business must be able to create these needs, as Howard Zinn points them out. Let us see what other people actually tell us in terms of managing a business. What makes successful people successful? These are the questions we are answering today. The less I needed, the better I felt. A manager must be able to be hungry, but also contented, so that you can be able to get your goals done. You must be able to fix your eyes on a goal and achieve it. Learn to be okay with people who don't know your side of the story. You don't need to prove anything to anyone, because sometimes people are going to criticize you. A manager, a leader, people are going to criticize you. People have criticized me. People have criticized you. They are going to tell lies about you, but ignore. Move on. Move on. See? Yes, education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. And hope breeds a better world. Learn. We're going to be showing you here images of people in conferences. Keep on learning, keep on learning, keep on learning, because that's what a manager does. We have to do things in a sequence. First step, next step, then another step, after that another step, and finally you're going to reach where you are. It's a sequence, it's a step by step. Business is like having a tree you see today, but that tree took time to be planted. That it begins as seeds. Plant trees, you plant it, but without knowing actually who's going to benefit. I talked about Madivan in Africa, one of the companies that's so rich. It has taken over 100 years in existence. You plant those seeds and they germinate. Others are going to enjoy the fruits. And that's how managers think. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. A manager, whereas money is good, you have to be ethical. I talked about ethical. You have to be ethical. Life is not all about money. Look at people's needs, their welfare. Don't be so greedy. Capitalism has made people so greedy. You can't manage people who are hungry, who are tired, who are exhausted. Be like this elder man looking at this child. Treat your workers with empathy, with love, just like a father, just like a grandfather treating how they take care of children. The problem today is people don't cherish good people. They try to use them. Don't use people. A good manager doesn't use people. Value them. Value their input. Value their work. Value their life. Keep on working. Keep on working. Keep on working. Read, research. Don't give up. Keep on going. Keep on going. Read and read. Read and read. When you have time to read, learn more knowledge. Be knowledgeable. Learn to read financial statements in 10 minutes a day. There are these workshops everywhere. Go and learn how to read financial statements. When I was in business school, I was learning how to read financial statements because there's no way I'm going to be a C.E.O without learning how to audit books, how to read and understand statements. And when you're at home, look at this guy. When you're at home, be home. Don't be home thinking about work. Be home. You have children, for example. Be with them. Look at these children. They are so desperate. They need their father. Their father is so, upgrade your operating system. Have an operating system. Attend these workshops. There are workshops which are so important to attend. Our company offers these workshops. You can be able to attend these workshops and learn. Don't judge my choices when you don't understand my reasons. This goes to as a manager. This work is telling you, don't judge my choices. Someone may be gay. Move over it. Don't mind about who is sleeping with you in your company. It's not your business. It's their choice. If someone wants to be with a family, let them. It's their time to be with the family and enjoy life. Allow your employees, your teammates, give yourself time for your family. Play with your children. Have time for you and your family. Don't be a slave to your work. There is time for work. There is time for home. There is time for happiness. Even animals have time to be happy. Look at that. They have time to be happy and enjoy. So have the time to be happy with your loved ones and move on. Attend these workshops like communicating for influence and impact. Learn, go and attend these seminars. They are all over the world. Attend these seminars, these workshops. Learn, talk with your people, talk with your workers, talk with their teammates, talk with their board members. We keep on having board members here in Newcastle. We talk with people, because we keep on improving each day. Look at this guy. The artist says the mind always fails fast. And the secret is to make your mind work for you, not against you. You have to keep on thinking. Use your brain. This is what I'm talking about in my book. Use your brain to make it better, serve you, and achieve your results. Don't be like this guy here in this photo because they overworked themselves. They are so old now that even when they go for outing, they are simply sleeping. How are you going to enjoy your money when your money enjoying you? They are out for a holiday, but they are sleeping because they are so tired. They are too tired. They are getting too old for that. As a worker, as a top manager, have your me time, have your vacations. In Europe here, what I've seen is that people take vacations seriously. They take a break. They go and have fun so that you can recharge your batteries, your brain, your veins, your skills, and come back as anew. You put your phone away, go for holiday, come back as a recharged manager, top C.E.O. Look at this next photo. Think Big and Do Good Better is the book, of course, which I've authored. Please get yourself a copy of this book and be able to learn more of the things. Our company, our organization, our consultants firm offers these skills and more. We are into business, we're into entrepreneurship, but because, of course, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel, Think Better, Do Good Better, YouTube channel, Think Better, Do Good Better. Look for our Facebook channel, Think Better, Do Good Better. Thank you very much for being part of this channel. Thank you, Dennis Bongwale in the studio, who has made everything possible to be seen on the screen. Thank you, my team, for being part of this team. Work. Let us meet you in the next one. See you in the next one, but don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Think Better, Do Good Better. Bye-bye.